what's up, Duke CT here. First things first, happy about your WrestleMania video backup, and spending that. I know I was on you guys supported you. I disagree with your WrestleMania review. I still think it was the right to put it back up. So another thing, I'd like to apologize for my last video. It was just a horrible video. I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be funny. It was not. That's pretty much why I got it deleted. Unless I want to back up or something like that, I might put it back up as in future things like that. And anyway, it's meaningless now because swine flu is pretty much mute point at this point. So yeah. Let's get back into it. This is a response to how Smackdown's video, Smackdown how to book up to Unforgiven. Well, since we only have a 10-minute window here, I'm not going to book that far, but I will probably book at least until the Great American Bash. I'll get to that point. First off, Judgment Day, Edge, Jeff Hardy. I would have Morrison versus Jericho, and I'll probably have like a Punk Umaga in there, and I think Rey Mysterio with Shelton Benjamin. Those right there, 4 matches. I think you could do that at Judgment Day. I mean, I think you could have like 4 matches up there, and it would be a lot interesting because you already have Jeff Hardy and Edge, and I have Edge go over Jeff Hardy clean. I will have John Morrison lose to Chris Jericho by a little dirtiness, skullduggery, and Rey Mysterio will be shown semi clean as well, and Punk Umaga. I have Punk. I would have Punk beat Umaga. Just barely. That's like, wow, Umaga looks strong there. The next month, Extreme Rules, a couple weeks later, the cash, CM Punk cashes in. Actually, I don't think Punk cashes in. I think he cashes in probably maybe at Night of Champions. But personally, I don't. He's probably gonna cash in when Edge is suspected. But when he does cash it in, I think CM Punk should lose. And if he does cash it in at Extreme Rules, I make it a maybe a stretcher match or something. And Edge goes cleanly, so he gets 2 months of looking strong. Edge looks strong, looks very strong or something. I would have, Rey Mysterio Jr. versus John Morrison versus Jeff Hardy. No, I would say Rey Mysterio versus, I have Rey Mysterio versus Umaga and John Morrison. Or something like, no. I have Rey Mysterio versus Umaga and Jeff Hardy. You have Umaga win, yeah, Umaga winning the Intercontinental title goes over cleanly over, say, Jeff Hart over Rey Mysterio in a in a no DQ match for the Intercontinental title. The Great American Bash, though, my last pay-per-view, seeing the future for Smackdown. To World Heavyweight Champ, Edge will face you know what? Make it a triple threat. I would make it Edge versus Chris Jericho versus the newly faced John Morrison, who one of them, like him and Jericho, they were battling, and then boom, they pretty much like won like the double, both contendership match or something, and they say, Edge, you're gonna face both Chris Jericho and John Morrison for the title. You put over the fact both Chris Jericho was a undisputed heavyweight champion. You question the fact that Morrison is this young cut guy who was not only the ECW heavyweight champion, but a long-reigning tag champ, world tag team champion. But just his future is brighter here. He looks like you put it over as Edge as a dominant champion, 9-time champion as well. But Edge, I think Edge beats them both, pins Chris Jericho. Morrison is out, but looks strong. Morrison looks strong. Edge beats Chris Jericho. Everything else, IC champion. The IC championship, Umaga versus Jeff Hardy. Those two have a pass. I have Umaga go over Jeff Hardy. And the last match, I'll say, how about this? A three-way for the #1 contendership for the United Champions. You'll have Taker, Benjamin, and CM Punk. For #1 contendership for the American Great American Bash. So I think that'd be an interesting one. I mean, that'd be my personal opinion how you would, book that. I mean, probably. I think it would be a pretty good way to book to like Great American Bash. But you know what? Well, here's a little bonus. So I put Night of Champions though. I would see maybe Umaga versus CM Punk for the Intercontinental title. Edge versus winner of the #1 contender. Have Edge versus Taker for the World Heavyweight title, and he beats him clean, mind you. Edge now has beaten, he has went on a 4-month tear, being Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, now Undertaker. You build him up as a strong champion going into SummerSlam, which I'll stop this video right there. The #1, I will not do a #1 contendership in that champions. Because the Night Champions is the most important. It's just champions defending all the belts. I would have like I said, in the Intercontinental title, Umaga versus CM Punk. Umaga goes over, looking as a strong champ as well. And then you have a women's champ, Melina versus Gail Kim. I would have women's champion go. I think a title change would be there for Gail Kim, and she wins a new champion, becomes a new women's champ. And then, because I really think it's time for Melina to get the title off. But that's just me. What do y'all people think about what I did? It wasn't all the way through to SummerSlam and Unforgiven, because I'm working on time constraints. I would love to do a lot more. If you want me to do more, I would do more, because I'm not a booker. I don't know how to. I'm just a fan, and if this qualifies me as a smart mark or whatever, then so be it. But I think it would be interesting stuff, because that's how I would book, and hopefully it would work. If not, you can 1-star me to that. Oh well. Anyway, this is Duke CT here, signing off. Peace and love. Oh, and I will do a Star Trek review, probably coming up probably around on Friday. Peace out. 1.